call is now being recorded.
Hello? Hello, am I audible properly?
Yes, Mukta ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, good afternoon, eh, everyone. Uh, I, Mukta Sablok, welcomes you to my second session of Google Keep and Task. So, here I am. Before starting, I just wanted to ask anybody, have you heard these terms Google Keep and Task? Anyone? You can write it in the chat box as well, or you can. Have you heard that? What's the use of Google Keep? What is Google Task? Anything? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let me tell you. First of all, what is Google Keep? Google Keep is a note-taking service provided by Google. Note-keeping means we all know that as a teachers we have to keep some notepad with us all the time. So it's an online tool provided by Google for our small note taking. It's not like your Gmail. It is not like your Gmail, but it's a small app or software which you can say which is used for your note taking. So both Google Keep and Task, I have taken both these things simultaneously because both these are interrelated to each other. Like there is a somebody feels that Google Keep is much easier to use, somebody feels that Task is much easier to use. So both these things are used for your like note keeping. It's free of cost, it's web based means we all know that it works on cloud, that is with internet. And both of these, Google Keep as well as Google Task, uh, is also available as your mobile app. Means If you want it to be attached with your mobile app, you can install the app of Keep or the Task from Play Store. So let us see how we can open it. I am just giving the demonstration of web-based Google Keep and Task because I have joined through laptop. But you can also work if anybody is working through mobile phone. You can install from your Play Store, and you will see that it's used in the same manner as we are working on web-based. And since mobile phones we are carrying it all the time, so it's more handy to have it in our mobile phone. So now let's go ahead. First of all, how to open it. It's okay, Priyanka ma'am. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So first of all, this is how we can open Google Keep. This is keep.google.com. You will type in Omnibox. Omnibox, if like I am used to have this word Omnibox, which the bar which we used to call as address bar, it's now reframed as the name has been changed as Omnibox. Now Googles are using this word as Omnibox. It's nothing, it's just address bar only where we are typing our google.com, gmail.com. So that is the term with which we say it is Omnibox. So we are typing just keep.google.com, and I'm sharing my full screen so that whatever I'm typing, you will be able to see it. Otherwise, the second option is I'll just show you how to share this. So we have just a moment. I'll just share my entire screen so that whatever I'll do will be visible to you. So this is in the Omnibox. I'm just typing keep.google.com. Press enter key, and the Gmail ID which is open in your systems. So teachers, we need to remember now that most of the time our in our systems our school Gmail IDs are open. हमारी किसी ना किसी क्लास की Gmail ID open होती है. So we have to take care of that on which Gmail ID we are working. So it is that like this, my profile pic is there. So it shows me that this is my Gmail ID which is open when I have opened like keep.google.com. Is the screen visible properly? No.
No, ma'am.
It's scattered, Mukta ma'am.
I think it's multiple screens are there.
Okay, I'll just again change the layout of that. It's just happening nowadays. Some problem is happening when we are sharing the entire screen. Then somewhere it is showing like this. Okay. So this is, I think now it is visible properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so I have entered keep.google.com, and this is my keep open with my profile pic. That this denotes that it is my smukta @gmail.com email ID. If you want to change the email ID, you can change it by clicking over here. Fine. This email ID is required because one of your email ID, your primary email ID is logged in into your mobile also. So whatever we are doing in Keep, using your laptop or your desktop, if you are using the same email ID, then when you are installing Keep in your mobile phone, then mobile phone is also attached with your primary Gmail ID. So everything will be visible there also. I hope this point is clear. Any query, please, you can raise your hands. Mamta ma'am, your hand is raised. So if you want to ask anything, please ask. Otherwise, please lower it down. Mamta ma'am, thank you ma'am. So now this is, we have different types. Like here we have notes, we have reminders. These are the labels, or we call it folders. Like in our normal language, what we call it folders. In Keep, we call them label. So these are just like my folders. This is the option for edit labels and archive and trash, as we are using every day in our drives also. So I'll just tell you how to take a new note. This is my new note. Now I just want to enter, as I have just written, my class timetable. Let's suppose I'm just wanting to write my class timetable. So I'll just give a heading to it, and then I can just write either like this, like first period I have it of English, then second period I have of Hindi, like that. Some notes I can keep. If I do not want like this 1, 2, 3, 4, I can also click over these three dots and uh, select show checkboxes. So what is the use of showing checkboxes? Let's suppose I have written maths, then I have just written these three items. Now my English period is over. Today's I have just written here timetable of 26th August 2021. Yes. So my English period is over. So I'll just put a click and that's gone. So it is completed item. So that's a task which is completed. So that's the use of using checkboxes instead of manually typing 1, 2, 3. If you are manually typing 1, 2, 3 numbers, this will not be accomplished. This is the use of when you are typing it using checked items like checkboxes. I hope this point is clear. So like if I'll show you my this whatever I am having these leaders of any of the activity I'm having, I to keep it in my key. Fine. You can also insert a new. I'm just sitting over here and I want an image to be inserted. So we can click over an image, and let's suppose this is my Google Keep image. Any image, if you want to keep it, you can keep it or store it here. I'll just give you an example. We have got the timetable in which all the teachers' timetable was there. So by the help of snipping tool, I have just made my timetable, made it as an image and inserted in my Google Keep. So this is, let's suppose I had just said Google Keep session. So just as a reminder, now I have written it, let's suppose I have written it yesterday and now I want to put a reminder. So tomorrow, let's suppose at 8 a.m. I want a reminder. So it will show you the reminder. Now I know the question will arise, okay, ma'am, this is in the laptop, how a reminder will come? That is why I said if you have installed it in mobile phone, definitely in laptop, if you will shut down the laptop, the reminders will not come, the notification will not come. But if this keep is installed in your mobile phone also, the notification will come as a reminder in your mobile phone. So this is of reminder option. So we can put a reminder, or we can just give reminder, means it will give you a notification that your this is scheduled. This activity is scheduled, or you have to do something. हम to do a task, हम छोटा सा notepad रखते हैं अपने पास as a teacher कि yes, tomorrow we have to do these things. So nowadays we are all carrying our mobile phones, so we can at least have it handy in our mobile phones. I hope till here no issues are there. Yes, please. Now, whenever your work is complete, you can delete this drawing note. This is known as a note. You can delete this note. I have deleted my note. This is again my class timetable. I was just writing it. You can change the color of it if you want. And in your mobile phones, if you will work, it shows you very good colors. In the text web version, we have only primary colors, or very less colors are there. But if you will install it in your mobile phone, the web mobile version has many different types of colors Even the backgrounds are there in your mobile phones, mobile version. So you can just click over here, set different types of backgrounds for your different notes. Fine. Next thing is I have created my class timetable. I want Tripti ma'am to work with me in this note. So I can add her as my collaborator. So I don't think so. Somebody's, this is I'm using my personal ID. So Tripti ma'am, please say your email IDs. Tripti, TRIPI, TRIPI, PTI. Yes, Tripti. Singh is also there, na? Singh is also there, na? No. Yes, number? 2309 18 na? Yes. So it's her Gmail ID. So I have added in my this this keep Tripti ma'am as a collaborator. One teacher I've already added previously, and now she is also my collaborator. That means she can also write anything what she wants in my keep note. I hope this is fine. So this is our collaborator option, in which you can add as many Gmail IDs as you work, so that we can work on one single note. Okay, it will be on the Gmail ID through which you have created this. Fine. Then as we all have different things, we can just write hello, and then we have undo option, we have redo option for that thing. Okay, now I want to show you where next you can find your keep. We all, if I'll show you, you will feel that you have seen it. But as we don't know what the options is, so you must have not recognized it. Now you will be recognizing when you will open your Gmail IDs. We are opening our Gmail IDs every day. Every day we are opening our Gmail IDs. This is my Gmail ID. This is my inbox. See on the right hand side, we have some options. Is it visible? The first option is Google Calendar, which we are using almost every day, n number of times for this. And the second option is Keep. So when you will click, this is my Gmail ID on which I have created the Keep, the note. When I will click over this Keep, it will also show me here on the right of my inbox the Keep option. Fine. Is it fine?
Yes.
Just a second. Yes. Promotes is there in the school. Just a moment, sorry, teachers. There was a call. Sorry, teachers. Okay, so I hope you have seen all these options of your Gmail. So this is the task which I was preparing previously, and this is completed task is also visible. So whenever we are opening our Gmail, we can at least see our note here also. If we want from here only to make it full screen, we can also click over here and to make it full screen also. So it is the same as I was working on. Clear? Okay, so so have you seen it? Now the next thing we have we have opened our Gmail. Any of the Gmail. Let's suppose I have opened this Gmail. Is it visible? No. Why? Okay. So this is our Gmail ID. I have opened one of my Gmails. I have clicked over this Gmail and so sorry. Keep, and now I will open keep and click over here only. The Gmail ID which is open, like the mail which is open, will the link of that mail will automatically come to your keep. And not only the link, if it is has like it has a document also, it will also reflect in your keep. I hope you have seen it. So I can just give it the heading that Dr. Varia mail is there. So I've just given it an email ID. Open the email ID. After opening, open keep and then click on a new note. The email ID, the email which you have received will move to your keep. So if we are having like invitations, like we have received an invitation of our any of the workshop 2-3 days ago, we can store it in our keep like this. I hope this is clear. Any questions still here? Teachers, any questions? Okay, thank you. Okay, now we have an option of like storing things. You have understood that how we can store things on in it. We can create a new note. This we have understood. Reminders I have already told you. Now I have created this agenda. This is an option of pin note. Pin means जैसे हम अपने WhatsApp के किसी chat को pin कर देते हैं, so it will come up. This is my pinned note. Now this I want to move here and there, drag to which is less important. I can remove the sequence of it also. Fine. Then we have the option of archive it and to moving into trash. Trash means when we will delete a note, let's suppose we will delete a note, then it will go into archive folder. Trash folder. And from there you want to, like, it's a recycle bin. Trash is basically the recycle bin of your cloud, of your Gmail ID. It will remain there till 7 days, and after that, if still 7 days you will not want it back, then it will be deleted from there also for permanently. Okay, then we have an option of, let's suppose I want my this note to move to a folder which I have already asked you as a label. This is my image and I have created here label. So these are the labels which I had already created. If I want a new label to be created, let's suppose I want to write it my sessions poster. So these are the labels, or we can call it as folders also. So this will be moved to my folder or my label. These are different labels we have. Personal label, class 10th label, this I have already created. You can give the name to the label, like edit the name to the label, or you can create a new label like this also. I have just written my sessions. That is, I have created a new label of this, my sessions, and whatever labels I want, whatever note I want in my this label, this can come. Fine. Fine till here, teachers? Any questions? Anybody, any questions? No?
No.
Okay. Then next thing which I want to tell you is, I hope it is बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं हो रहा. We are understanding everything. I'll be sharing the recordings also with all of you. Okay. We have a Chrome web store. Chrome web store we have, that is Google Chrome has its own web store. So whatever add-ons, like we are working on DualS. DualS we have installed from Chrome web store. So if we will install from our Chrome web store, keep, it will be attached to our web browser. Let's suppose I had just entered we have opened Chrome web store extensions, and we will just search keep in this. There's some net issues, I suppose. So from there, if we will search keep, it is already there in my system, so it will be shown. So we can install this keep, and by using this keep, it will come into your web browser, so that you do not have to open anything. You do not have to open your Gmail. You do not have to open your this is you do not have to open your Gmail ID to open keep. You just have to install it in your keep once, like on your Chrome. So wherever you are using any web browser, it will come on your web browser, and it will reflect here on your web browser in the extensions. This is, I had just clicked over add to Chrome, and this is So these are my all extensions on top, and Chrome will also come into the extensions of, it is just taking some time. So it will be reflected on my Chrome browser, the keep option. So whenever you want it to open keep, you can only click over that keep. So that means keep is also having a proper web extension. Fine. It is not, it is just showing. So till the time it is coming, because there is one more benefit of having it in our storm. So I wanted to tell you that till the time it is just because of net slow. So it is just taking time for checking. So I'm just now, is there any question related to key? Because then we'll quickly move to task, which is somewhat similar to keep, just their layouts are different, and task is much more a smaller version, like to do list जैसे हमारी होती है, that we can keep on task. No questions? Okay, so again I will come back to my Gmail ID. What is there? And apart from keep, we have a task option also there. It also, you can also install task in your mobile also from Play Store. And very sorry, its net is working very slow right now, and teachers, we have, so this is again my Gmail ID. Here I have showed you calendar, keep, and now this is the task. So I'll just click over the task, and the task is actually your to-do list, which will be attached again with your Gmail ID. You can have it in your mobile phones with your connected with your Gmail IDs. So sorry teachers for this network issue. So this is the icon of our task, and just I'm so sorry, due to network issue, it's not loading. So if anybody is using it, you can, or you are able to open it, please try. It's not loading. Teachers, I'm audible.
Yes, Mukta ma'am, you're
Hello,
Yes,
audible.
teachers,
ma'am.
I'm
Yes,
audible.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Net is not working. Hello, teachers, am I audible?
Yes,
Ma'am, you're audible.
audible.
Yes, Mukta
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just opening the task option from my mobile phone since it's not showing. So let's see if it is visible. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is task which I have opened from my mobile phone. So this is, I have just written here, there is a plus sign. So I'll click over the plus sign. This at the bottom of this screen, we have the plus sign and we can write new task. Let's suppose new task. I just wanted to write a task of which I have to do list of let's suppose 27th August. I want to write something and I have just made it here to do list. So this has been created. Then after that, I can add the like whatever details I want. Let's suppose I have just written first I have to take a class and then I need to complete my register. Then whatever I wanted to write, I can write it here. We can add a subtask also if we want. Register, I can write here marks register. Then we have like whatever next register I want to type. I want to write here attendance register. So this is task and subtask. This is I have created my to-do list. If I'm just not writing here, I'm just writing to do work, then I can also give a calendar is there in which I can give my task a date or the time also. Let's suppose we have a workshop, we want to set a date and time. So it will also give you reminders. And after that, when the task is over, you can click over mark complete so that it will be marked as completed. Fine. And you can delete it also, otherwise, because if you will delete it, it will remove it. Will, if you will click mark complete, then it will just show you that the task has been completed and it will go into complete list. So I have just clicked here, like I have written few completed task, attendance register 31st July. I have written here creating PPT for this thing. And then, so these are all my coming into that what task I have already done. So this is about task. So any questions if you have, you can ask now. Any questions? Otherwise, I'm just sending the link of the attendance. You can fill this. Any questions if you have, you can ask. Otherwise, kindly fill this attendance form and thanks for joining. Kindly fill this attendance form before leaving the session. Any questions if you want to ask regarding any of these two, you can ask. Otherwise, thanks from my side and thanks for joining the session. Thank you, teachers. You can leave. If you have filled up this attendance form, you can leave. Thank you.
Ma'am, kindly share the attendance link one more time. Attendance.
मैम मेरे में तो शो ही नहीं हो रहा, मैं ओपन कर रहा हूँ ना, वो लिंक से ओपन नहीं हो रहा. लोकेंद्र बिस्ट प्रमोद सर.
So, ma'am, kindly share the link one more time for attendance.
I'm sharing it in the WhatsApp group so that everybody can, like you can have it access afterwards also. You will be able to fill it once only. Okay, so if your is filled here, you do not have to fill it again. But I'm sharing it in our WhatsApp group also. Okay, and if still anybody is not able to fill it, kindly inform me. You will be getting a certificate on your email ID from where from which email ID you are filling in.
Thank you, Mukta ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope the teachers like you are learning something new with these sessions, and whenever afterwards also if you are using it and facing any difficulty you can ask. Otherwise I'll be sending you the I think somebody has written something like that's not part of my work. Paki ma'am has written something. So